Welcome to the Treehouse. Today is Wednesday, September 18th. And this morning, I am just going to finish up the shuffling here. We are going to do a reflective reading for the collective, which means that it's for everybody out there, including myself. And so a reminder to take what resonates and leave the rest. Yesterday, we were looking at how our patience was perhaps rewarded from taking another look at an opportunity that was offered to us on Monday. So interesting to see if we're going to get a continuation of these energies or if we're going to go off into a whole new direction. So if you have a question in mind, bring that up. And hopefully at least one of the cards will be reflective of where you are at the moment. So again, a reflective reading for us today. This is the energy present in us today. This is the challenge that we need to integrate. This is the frame of reference our unconscious is looking at things from. These are the influences from the past that are at play. This is what's on our conscious mind, and this is where the energies are going into the future or going forward. And this is our Merryweather card. So here is our energy for this morning. It is the Wheel of Fortune, which is a card of a change in luck. So usually meaning that it is changing to a better place from where we are. It is a reminder that as luck changes, the outer ring here moves fairly slowly. The middle ring moves at a good pace, and the inner ring moves really fast. And so as things are changing, we are reminded to stay in the center, not moving too fast, not moving too slow, but to try to be at an even pace as things are changing, which is a good thing to know. So in context with yesterday, maybe that's a comment and perhaps it's not, but something is changing, and that is usually a very good sign. So the influence, the energy that needs to be integrated today is chaos. And whenever we have a change, there is always some unknown stuff going on that makes things a little confusing. And so this card for me is a card of confusion and a little chaos. And if you have seen earlier readings, I will remind you that this is the IKEA card for me. These guys all look like they're trying to do something together, but they just can't. They just can't figure out how to put the pieces together. And so that is kind of the energy that needs to be integrated. When I say IKEA card, it's like the directions, so let's put this thing together. Pictures only, no words. And so it can be a little confusing at first until you figure out what parts you've got where. So that is what needs to be integrated today, is the confusion or the chaos that happens at a change in luck or at the beginning of a new project, or sometimes at the end of a project. Things can kind of come unraveled, things that we didn't anticipate that have to be managed. Our frame of reference this morning in our unconscious is the Four of Cups, which is the card of taking a break. Fours are stability, but this tends to be a little bit disappointing energy, or looking at what you do have and feeling some sort of disgruntlement about it. What he doesn't see is this opportunity, this cup that's being offered by the Holy. So sometimes we can get so weighed down by the chaos that we can't see another opportunity. So this may be our frame of reference this morning to say, oh crap, this isn't working. What am I going to do? And not see that perhaps there is another opportunity out there if we will just stop looking down at the cups that are making us frustrated and look at what is being offered by the universe. The influences from the past are really positive. That is the Ace of Cups, which is what this is right here. In the past, you have had the ability to fill your cup with all of the energies of all four suits plus spirit. So perhaps we need to just take a pause here and look back at what has been offered to us in the past and pull that into whatever change is happening here. Don't forget what we have learned in our past. Sometimes it's easy for us to forget what we already know. So I think that is what we need to pull in here is like, we already know how to do this. We know how we feel about this. Let's not get discouraged. This reading is kind of full of the emotions here. There's a lot of emotionality going on here. So what we're thinking about today is all of the options. This can be a lack of focus. It can be a distraction. It can be something that goes along with the chaos to say, well, that's not working. Let's do this. Or what about that? Or what about this? So this can be a result of this disappointment, forgetting that we have lots of resources from the past to help us navigate this change and the chaos. This can also be a diversion so that we don't have to think about this. So however that resonates for you. And so where this energy is moving in the forward is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a card of loss. It is a card of grief. It is also a card of change. And we have 2 fives here along with 4 cups. So there's a lot of emotion this morning about what we need to do. And it may be because something has changed of a material nature here that's causing new chaos. So looking at this from a horizontal perspective, we have the old resources here of positive emotions. We've got all of the energies in our cup as we move into this change. And this is looking a little confusing here. And this may be a card of wanting to give up, especially when we see we've got 3 cups down here that are really disappointing. And perhaps they have not come into fruition the way that we wanted them to come. So this card has to do really with recognizing what didn't work. But it's not a stuck card. It's about picking up these 2 cups. And I would say they may be related to offerings from the holy. You still have those 2 cups. Pick them up and go on over the bridge. Yes, that didn't work. And maybe this is the project that needs to be reconstructed in order for it to move forward. And so let's go back to, is this really a lack of focus or a distraction? Or maybe it is that we haven't really thought through exactly what it is that we want to do. Maybe we have to go back to the dream. Here's a dream that I want to take care of to actually know what's in these 2 cups. So something is not comfortable this morning. So let's look at Merriweather and see what she has for us. And it is the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands comes at the very end of the wand suit. It is a very heavy load. And as you can see, he's not looking. He's not looking at where he's going. He's just dragging this project forward into the town. He's almost there. But something has really, really stopped us in whatever this is. And it could be that our luck has really turned in a way that we think is not as positive as it might have been. So this is a place to just stop. Let's just stop. And recognize what did not work. Pick up the 2 cups that the universe has given us and walk over the bridge. Perhaps it's about laying down this burden for right now and thinking about, let's go back to the beginning. What was it we were trying to do? What was it that we had the emotional energy to go after that has not really worked? And this can be a blessing in disguise. Because we aren't at the end of the cups, we have to reconnoiter what it is that we are trying to do. So I think this is a continuation of our Monday reading about thinking again. And whatever it was that we decided with our patients being rewarded yesterday, we are told that this maybe is not the best thing for us to do. Are these readings related? Possibly, possibly not. So take what resonates for you today. But I think that this is definitely a reconstruction project, holding on to those 2 cups that have been offered to us from the holy, from the universe. Consider what did not work. Go over that bridge and let's start over. So that's what I have for us this morning at the Treehouse. If this reading was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And come back again tomorrow for another view from above. Blessings.